Hi, I'm Jennifer Bird, Chief Technology Officer for Harnett County Schools. Our department is comprised of 23 centrally located employees, as well as an instructional technology facilitator and school library media coordinator at each site. We currently have a one-to-one environment for grades 3 through 12, meaning students in grades 3 through 12 are provided a device. Overall, our district owns and services over 28,000 devices. The video you're about to watch will provide a brief overview of board policy. This is not a comprehensive review, and as an employee of Harnett County Schools, it is your responsibility to review and familiarize yourself with federal, state, and local policies. The comprehensive Harnett County Board Policy Manual is located on the Harnett County Schools website.
The Harnett County Digital Teaching and Learning Department would like to make you aware of a few policies that are related to the use of technology across the school district. This video will provide a brief overview of each policy.
Due to the sensitive nature of the data processed here at Harnett County Schools, network security is of utmost importance. As a user of our network, there are certain expectations and responsibilities. Part of the integrity of our network security falls on you, the user.
Some of the things that you can do to help protect our network is protecting your password. For example, creating a strong password. Don't keep it taped under your keyboard or near your computer, and don't share it with anyone. Simply keep it strong, keep it safe, and keep it to yourself.
Please don't allow others to use your computer while you're logged in under your account. Always remember to log out if you must leave your computer unattended. This will help ensure the integrity of your account.
It's extremely important to never bring personal devices from home and connect them to our network. This includes laptops, tablets, cell phones, or any other network device. It's not only a great security risk to our network because these devices aren't monitored or protected, but it can also adversely affect our network performance.
If you see any unauthorized network usage, unauthorized devices, or feel any of these policies are being violated, please immediately inform your technology facilitator or principal. Please also feel free to contact the Media and Technology Department. Thank you.
When discussing acceptable use, it is important that all users are expected to exercise good judgment and use computer resources in a professional manner. Anytime that you use any of Harnett County's electronic information resources, it should be related to the school system's goal of educating students or conducting school business. You are prohibited from using school system computers for personal or private gain or a personal business. School system computers should not be used for any political use. Using school system computers for illegal, harassing, vandalizing, or inappropriate purposes is prohibited. Harnett County computers should only be used by staff or students or others expressly authorized by the Media Tech Department. Harnett County's electronic information resources, internet access, and email are not inherently private. Employees should have no expectation of privacy when using these resources. The school board reserves the right to monitor employees' use of the electronic information resources. Users should follow directions for maintenance and care of equipment. Users may be held responsible for loss or damage caused by intentional or negligent acts in caring for computers while under their control. Users are responsible for backing up their files. The board will not be responsible for damages suffered by users, including loss of data. Anyone who uses school system computers must comply with the following. School system technologies are provided for Harnett County school-related purposes only. Software purchased by the school system may not be copied for personal use. Students and employees must comply with related board policies, regulations, and school standards and rules governing technology resources. Users may not send electronic communications fraudulently. Users must respect the privacy of others. Users should not introduce foreign programs onto the school system computers. Users are prohibited from using other individuals' accounts. Teachers shall make a reasonable effort to supervise a student's use of the internet during instructional time. Employees must only use district-approved resources when communicating with students or parents about any school-related matters. If employees post inappropriate content on a website or social network, including personal accounts, and it has a negative impact on the employee's ability to perform his or her job as it relates to working with students, the employee will be subject to discipline. The school board expects that information and communication technologies will be integrated across the curriculum and used to support students' achievement. Such technologies will be used to support programs and activities that promote safe schools and healthy and responsible students. The internet is a privilege, not a right. All students must be trained about appropriate online behavior, including cyberbullying awareness and responsible and appropriate interactions on social networking sites.
In 1976, copyright law allowed for copyright materials to be used for educational purposes within the fair use doctrine. Fair use is based on 4 general standards. 1, the purpose and the character of the use. So is it for nonprofit educational purposes? 2, the nature of the copyrighted work. Materials can range from facts to more creative works, with creative works having more protection. 3, are you using small amounts or whole sections of the work? The intended use is more likely to be considered fair when only a small portion of the work is to be copied. And the last one is wondering if the owner is trying to make more money or making money from the copyrighted material. You don't want copying to harm the commercial value of the work. For more information, you can see the Digital Teaching and Learning website. Harnett County Schools encourages communication within the community by posting pertinent information online. There are a few standards for web page development that should be considered. If you're responsible for keeping a Harnett County site up to date, you should follow rules of website etiquette. This means that web page content must be kept current and maintained regularly, and that no information or graphics can be posted that violate any copyright laws or policy. To protect the safety of students and employees, the following precautions must be taken. Home addresses, telephone numbers, email addresses of students must not be listed, and photographs of students and student work will only be used with appropriate parental permission. This documentation should be sent home with students in back-to-school packets. Remember that the purpose of a Harnett County site is to provide educational resources and information that support the mission and the curriculum of the school system.
The Children's Internet Protection Act, also known as CIPA, was enacted by Congress in 2000 to address concerns about children's access to obscene or harmful content over the Internet. Documentation for CIPA compliance must be received for these 3 areas: cyberbullying awareness and response, appropriate online behavior, staying safe online. Harnett County has a school internet filter to block inappropriate content. If you see any website on the Harnett County network that you feel may be inappropriate, please let a member of the Media Tech Department know immediately.
Almost 100% of our students that have access to internet outside of school has at least one social media account. Employees are to maintain professional relationships with students at all times. All electronic communications with students that are currently enrolled in our school system must be school-related and within the scope of the employee's professional responsibilities. School personnel may use only school-managed technology resources to communicate with students through the use of internet. Employees are prohibited from communicating with students through any type of social media outlet. The board respects the right of employees to use social media as a medium of self-expression on their personal time. Please remember that you are a role model for Harnett County School students. Employees are responsible for their public conduct even when not performing job duties as employees of Harnett County Schools. In other words, you are a Harnett County employee 24/7. The board recognizes the prevalence of personal electronic devices for employees, specifically cell phone use, and their legitimate purposes. Therefore, the board policy states, all cell phones should be turned off or set to silent during the instructional day. Employees should not use cell phones during the instructional time and limit personal phone calls during business hours as to not interfere with the school system operation. Employees should not make inappropriate contact with students, parents, or colleagues. This includes using mobile devices, social media networking, texting, emailing, tweeting, etc.
Please remember, as an employee of Harnett County Schools, it is your responsibility to read and familiarize yourself with state and local policies.
Harnett County Schools' Digital Teaching and Learning Department is dedicated to serving Harnett County Schools teachers, students, staff, and administration. It is our mission to deliver prompt and effective service. Feel free to email us or contact us via our IT support tech line for additional services as we all work together in Harnett County where learners become leaders.